Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. It is Friday, so I hope you guys have had a great week and that you have some fun plans for the weekend. My nieces have a dance recital. I am so excited to see them in their little outfits, and I think we're just going to hang out outside, enjoy the beautiful weather. So I hope you guys get to do something fun too. Today I wanted to sit down and catch up with you on all of the new makeup releases and let you guys know what I'm planning on picking up, what I'll be skipping over. I do have some review videos coming your way next week. I have a big speed reviews style roundup video that I'm planning on filming on new launches that I picked up from Sephora. And then I ordered some new drugstore makeup recently, so I'll definitely do like a best and worst new drugstore releases and be like a first impressions. So stay tuned for those videos, but let's chat about some other new launches and I'll let you guys know my thoughts, and I would love to hear yours, so let me know in the comments below. The first thing I want to mention is that Ulta Beauty's Gorgeous Hair event is actually going on right now. So it started on May 8th, but it actually goes through until May 28th. So there are still a ton of days to shop the sale. It's pretty much similar to their 21 days of beauty format, where each day there are different beauty steals for 50% off. Because it is a hair event, they are all hair related. So there are shampoos, conditioners, styling products, a lot of hair tools actually, and a lot of these brands are more expensive high-end brands, so you can get some really good deals. I'll put a link to the sale in the description box below, along with everything else that I share in today's video, but they do have a full list of the deals already up, so you can kind of scroll through and see if there is anything that catches your eye, and then just make like a note on your calendar to shop the sale that day. They also have some different discounts throughout the entire month, like shampoos, conditioners, so if there is a new brand that you want to try or you want to restock on some of your favorites while they're on sale, now is a great time to pick them up. I just purchased a new shampoo and conditioner from Ulta from the Kristen S line, so I definitely plan on trying those out. I'm pretty set when it comes to shampoo and conditioner, but I am going to take a look at more of the hair tools. I saw that the Dry Bar like blowout brush is on sale. I actually picked that up during the holidays because it came as a set with a bunch of Dry Bar products, and I do really like that, but it's on sale for 50% off, which is a way better deal than I got during the holiday season. So there are just all kinds of things discounted, so if you need some hair products or hair tools, definitely check out that sale, because I feel like a lot of those brands don't typically go on sale, at least for anywhere near like 50% off. Some beauty news I wanted to share, or you might have already heard about this. Lady Gaga's brand House Labs is coming to Sephora. I was really surprised to hear this news because I feel like House Labs has they tend to fly under the radar a little bit. When the brand first launched, I think people were so excited, and you know, there are so many celebrity brands, but I think Lady Gaga is known for having like very unique style. She tends to be, well, I don't know about these days. I feel like I can't really picture her style lately, but in the past at least, she was always known for like really outrageous outfits, really fun fashion. So I think a lot of people expected the makeup brand to represent that as well. Overall, it felt like the launches weren't super interesting or weren't representative of what you would expect to see from Lady Gaga's makeup brand. But I think that can tend to happen with celebrity makeup brands. They either play it safe or they tend to, you know, really commit, and I feel like House Labs played it a little bit safe. But based on their Instagram, it kind of looks like they're going through a rebrand, and they might play more into like bold colors, really interesting products, so we'll see. But like I said, House Labs products will be available at Sephora on June 9th in stores and online. So I think I might end up trying out some of them depending on what they launch. I'm sure they'll have a mix of like older products, maybe some new releases, but I'm definitely curious to see if this is going to push the brand to be a little bit more innovative and unique. I think it's totally fine if a celebrity wants to release a makeup brand that plays it a little bit more safe, because I think there is a market for that. There's always a market for neutrals and day-to-day staples, but when you think of Lady Gaga, you just don't typically think of that. So I'm definitely curious to see what they're going to do. Milk Makeup released some new products. So the first one is the Hydro Ungrip Makeup Removing Cleansing Balm. It's $36 for 3.2 ounces, which I don't know, that feels like a lot of money for a cleansing balm. Let me just compare it. So I'm currently using two different cleansing balms, one from e.l.f. and one from Beauty Pie. I feel like cleansing balms are something where I do take price per ounce into consideration because it's something I'll use up fully. And honestly, both of the ones I'm using are really great formulas. The e.l.f. is affordable, but the reason why I really like it is because it's super lightweight. It doesn't irritate my eyes or clog my pores. That one's $11 for 2 ounces. So $5.50 an ounce, and the Milk Makeup one is about $13 an ounce, so quite a bit more expensive than e.l.f. I mean, when it comes to cleansing balms, you just have to find a formula that works well for you. I've tried a lot of them, and Some of them perform similarly. Some really irritate my eyes or they don't remove my makeup. The reason why I like the e.l.f. one is because it's very, very lightweight. It doesn't irritate my eyes and it doesn't clog my pores. So I feel like I tend to stick with that one. I'm also using another one from Beauty Pie right now. It's really nice too, but I don't think I'll pick this one up. I don't tend to spend a ton of money on really expensive high-end cleansers or makeup removing balms because they end up coming off. You end up washing them away pretty quickly. But maybe the e.l.f. one doesn't work for you or doesn't end up removing your makeup. This could be a good option. I have tried some skincare products from Milk and I will say they are really nice. I do like their, is it like their vegan milk line, the one that comes in the yellow packaging? The cleanser is really nice. Very hydrating if you have dry skin, and I also really like that moisturizer. So I won't say that I'm opposed to their skincare products because they have worked really well for me. I just feel like that seems to be kind of expensive for a makeup remover balm. But they also did a makeup remover cleansing water for $32. So it's a little bit less expensive. This comes with 8 ounces. But again, I'm just such a fan of the Garnier Micellar water, so I don't know that I would splurge on a high-end one. The Garnier one is like $10 and the bottle seems to last forever. I was so excited when Garnier went cruelty-free because I used to use that product years and years ago and I started using it again not too long ago and it works so well. I've tried so many micellar waters over the years and a lot of them just burn my eyes or they don't remove my makeup well, but that one is definitely my favorite. So I don't plan on buying this line, but I feel like it makes sense for the brand. I think it's cute that they did like a play on Hydro Grip, but I'll just be skipping over these products. So Charlotte Tilbury has a new set. This is the Pillow Talk Lip Wardrobe Set, and it's available on Sephora's website for $49. So it comes with 4 of their lip products in their iconic Pillow Talk shade. So you get Pillow Talk lipstick, a mini lip cheat pencil, a mini hyaluronic happy kiss balm, and then also a mini collagen lip bath. I've been curious to try out some Charlotte Tilbury products lately. I feel like I see them all over the place, and I know that they tend to be a little bit more expensive. I've tried some in the past, but I feel like giving the brand another shot because I just see people rave about them. I will say that I've tried the Charlotte Tilbury lip cheat pencils. I do have 2. I have Pillow Talk and then I also have Iconic Nude, and I really like that formula, but the shade Pillow Talk just doesn't look great on me. I feel like maybe it's a little bit too pink and I don't love like super pink lip products. So I won't buy this set, but I kind of wish she would do it in like another shade or with coordinating shades with all 4 of the products so I could try out different formulas for a discounted price. I don't know. What are your favorite Charlotte Tilbury products? I feel like people who love the brand really love the brand. And for me in the past, I feel like I've tried some and I've enjoyed them, but I've been able to dupe a lot of them with less expensive products. But at the same time, maybe I haven't been trying the right one. So do you feel like there is a Charlotte Tilbury product in your collection that is worth the hype and worth the price tag? I feel like the products that I see hyped up the most are her liquid cheek products, like her bronzer, her blush, her highlighter. So do I need to try them? Am I missing out? As far as lip products go, I feel like there are just so many amazing lip products out there that I don't know that I would need this set, but I'm kind of tempted to try those hyaluronic happy kiss balms. ColourPop is celebrating their 8th birthday, which is so crazy. I can't believe it's been 8 years already because I still remember placing my first order for some of their Super Shock shadows and their lippy sticks. And I still remember when they were a new brand and everyone was so excited about them. And now they just have so many products. So something that I love about ColourPop is that they always celebrate their birthday with some sort of Super Shock shadow release. And the Super Shock shadows are my favorite. And I always get nervous they're going to stop making them because I feel like as far as ColourPop goes, their eyeshadow palettes are so popular, but not everyone loves their Super Shock shadows. So I never want them to discontinue them because they are my favorites. I reach for them all the time. In fact, I'm wearing one today. I don't know exactly which shade I'm wearing. I'll put it in the description box below. But this year they're releasing a vault that comes with 12 new shades. So you can purchase the vault and get all of them. And then on top of that, they're releasing 12 new single Super Shock shadow shades. So 24 shades total. And then there is a Super Shock shadow gift with purchase, like their celebratory 8 shadow for 8 years, if you place an order of $20 or more. So I'll link these in the description box below if you guys want to check them out. I do have an affiliate code with ColourPop. If you use my code Andrea, you can get 10% off if you're placing an order. I just feel like there's nothing as good as a ColourPop Super Shock shadow in terms of eyeshadow. So I am just happy they're still releasing them, and I definitely recommend checking them out if you haven't already. ColourPop also released their Star Wars collection. They must have a pretty serious contract with Star Wars because I think this is maybe like their 4th Star Wars launch. And you guys, I hate to to say it, but I'm not a big fan of Star Wars. I've tried so many times to get into Star Wars. I watched it all the time when I was younger because my dad and my sister were such big Star Wars fans. I still remember going to watch, I think it was episode 2 in theaters. Like we went to a midnight release. I was young. I was probably like, I don't know, 10, 12, somewhere around there. So going to a midnight release was like such an exciting thing for me. But my dad took me and my sister, and I remember falling asleep like right after it started. I don't know what it is about Star Wars. I just can't get into it. Like my husband loves it now. He watches like all of the different shows on Disney Plus. He goes to the movies with my dad, but I can't get into it. Anyway, that being said, I know there are a lot of Star Wars fans. I think it's fun. I think it's a really interesting collab, even though, you know, the movies aren't for me personally. But if you're a Star Wars fan, do you think they did it justice? Are you a fan of seeing all these different collabs? I think my favorite out of all of them is the child palette, just because I think it's super cute. But I think it's just kind of something a little bit different. So I'm not opposed to it, but it definitely seems like they have a long-standing relationship with Star Wars. So I'm curious to see what else they're going to launch. I think I asked you guys this a few months ago, but the answers were so much fun. If you could see ColourPop collab with something from your childhood, what would it be? Because they do tend to do a lot of those nostalgic collabs. I think for me, my like dream collab was the Lizzie McGuire one, just because I loved Lizzie McGuire so much when I was younger. But if you had to choose something from your childhood or some sort of nostalgic collab, what would you choose? I feel like a lot of brands are playing into that right now, including Glamlite. Glamlite has a new Frosted Flakes collection that's available now on their website. This is actually such a fun collab because I feel like when brands do these collabs, sometimes they're afraid to commit and they just put out something kind of subpar or a little bit boring, but Glamlite is always one to commit. So there's a gorgeous palette for $35. I actually love the blues, the really intense orange tones. I think they did such a good job with this. At this point, I don't think I need like a super blue orange palette. I just did an eyeshadow palette declutter. Actually, part 2 will be up next week very soon, probably Monday or Tuesday. But I do think it is a really gorgeous palette. They did this collab justice. They also did this really cute loose highlighter. So the packaging looks like a cereal bowl. And then when you open it up, it kind of looks like Frosted Flakes dust. It retails for $16. It's super fun. And then there are some lip products. So this collab isn't something that I'll be buying, but it's definitely something I can appreciate. I think they kind of set a good standard for nostalgic collabs, and who knew that like a cereal brand collab would be really fun? Although I think we've seen a couple. I remember, was it Makeup Revolution did Fruity Pebbles? I feel like another brand might have done Lucky Charms in the past, but I think that this one was really good. In other beauty news, I saw that Jared and Jeremy are leaving Too Faced. They are the original founders of the brand, and Estee Lauder did purchase Too Faced a few years ago, but Jared and Jeremy have remained part of the brand. I don't know how much say they actually had in the brand as far as creative control and new product launches, so I think it will be really interesting to see which direction Too Faced goes now that they are no longer part of the brand. But it will definitely be interesting to see what they come out with in the future. If they're going to stick with like the typical Too Faced launches, if they'll kind of revert back more to their original launches, which I thought were a little bit more exciting in the past. I don't know. So either way, I'm definitely curious to see what happens. Speaking of Too Faced, they do have a new chocolate collection coming out, which is very on brand for Too Faced. This is the Better Than Chocolate collection. So there are a few new products, including the Better Than Chocolate eyeshadow palette, which will retail for $54. So it's supposed to feature a new innovative super luxe formula that's creamy, buttery. It's going to smell like chocolate, of course. The chocolate bar palettes were very, very popular back in the day. They were my favorite. I feel like I liked those even better than the Urban Decay Naked palettes. I loved the semi-sweet chocolate bar palette. So I honestly think it's fun they're releasing this. I know it's not going to be for everyone, but I feel like for people who love their neutral palettes, this could probably be a pretty good hit for them. I feel like every year around the holidays when they release some sort of gingerbread palette, people roll their eyes, but then I always read so many comments from you guys on my videos saying that it's one of your favorite palettes, the formula is really good, and I think overall people do still enjoy that format of palettes. So I think it will be the same case for this one. They're also doing a Better Than Sex mascara in the shade Chocolate, which I don't think I've ever seen them launch another shade of that mascara. I'm pretty sure they've only done it in black. So I do feel like that is a good move for people who do prefer brown mascara. I always prefer black mascara or maybe like a fun colorful mascara, but typically I don't go with brown. But I know a lot of people do like brown mascara. They're also doing their Better Than Sex liquid liner in chocolate as well. The product that I'm most interested in are the Cocoa Bold lipsticks because I do have the Lady Bold lipsticks and the formula is so good. It's one of the most creamy pigmented lipstick formulas I've ever tried. So I feel like the Cocoa Bold line could be nice because it looks like there is a nice range of nudes. Like based on this photo, there are 4 shades, but I think I read there are actually 8 shades coming. They also smell like white chocolate and raspberry, which I'm all for. So I think I might pick up 1 or 2 of those shades when they do release them. So I thought this launch was interesting. Alicia Keys has a brand called Keys Soulcare, where she has released, I think, primarily skincare, some body products over the past year. I have tried some products from the brand. In fact, I have one of her face washes up in my shower right now, and I think it's a really nice product. I've enjoyed the products that I've tried, but she hasn't done any sort of makeup. In fact, she was kind of in the media a few years ago talking about how she was no longer wearing makeup. And I think at the time she was a judge on The Voice, or it was right around there. So she was on TV a lot not wearing makeup, which I thought was cool. She was embracing her skin. She was all for it. I mean, she's obviously so stunning with or without makeup. But she actually launched the Color collection, which does include some makeup products. Part of me feels like a cash grab just because she was so adamant about no longer wearing makeup, and now all of a sudden she has makeup products as part of her line. But part of me feels like maybe she just changed her mind and she wants to start wearing makeup again. And I feel like if that's the case, this does kind of make sense because these products look soft, a little bit more natural. It's not like she's releasing super bold makeup, something that she wouldn't typically wear. So what do you guys think? Are you interested in this line? Do you feel like it's a little bit of a cash grab? I do think these products make sense for right now, where a lot of people are embracing a more natural, dewy, glowy makeup. So it looks like there is a cheek tint that retails for $22. It's a blendable, buildable tint that moisturizes and nourishes while delivering a sheer wash of color, and there are 8 shades. I wonder how these compare to the e.l.f. Putty blushes or like the Tower 28 blushes. The Tower 28 blushes are super pigmented, and these are kind of marketed as more of like a sheer flush, which I do tend to get from the e.l.f. Putty blushes. But I also don't find that those are the most moisturizing products. I feel like they almost feel a little bit more dry compared to other cream blushes. So these could be nice, but they are more expensive. They're $22. There's also a comforting tinted balm for $18. This is basically a silky moisturizing lip balm that smooths and softens with a sheer wash of color. I have to be honest, tinted lip balms really pull me in these days, especially like a good glossy lip balm. It can be like the most basic lip balm and I will love it because I'm all about lip products these days. So those sound a little bit more appealing to me. There's also a soft stay brow gel for $15 and then a complexion brush for $18. So overall, I do feel like the products are kind of on trend for what people are looking for. They might have been done before by other brands, but I think as far as her line goes, if she was going to launch makeup, this kind of makes sense. I do feel like it's a little bit of a cash grab though, to be honest, just because she was so adamant about not wearing makeup, but people can change their mind. They're definitely free to do that. Makeup Revolution has some new cream shadows. They're available now on their website for $8 each. I've actually been using cream eyeshadow sticks and like liquid shadows a little bit more lately. They're just quick and easy. I got one from Kosas as part of a Sephora favorite set, and I feel like the color is pretty. Honestly, I don't love this assortment of colors from Makeup Revolution. There's not really one that jumps out at me. It seems like a little bit of a random color range, and I don't know, the swatches don't really look super eye-catching, so I think I will skip over them. There are just so many good liquid drugstores from the shadow. What did I just say? There are so many good liquid shadows from the drugstore. The ones from e.l.f. are probably my favorite, and those are maybe $4. I like e.l.f. because they have metallic ones, and then they also have some that have like a little bit of glitter in them. But like I said, I did order some new drugstore launches that caught my eye, so I'll definitely do some videos on those soon. Speaking of drugstore, Essence is releasing a new collection in collaboration with Jurassic World. I feel like I just saw a nail polish brand releasing a Jurassic World collab as well. So I wonder if we will end up seeing more collections. I don't know if there's like a movie coming up soon, probably. So I think this is a cute collection. It doesn't scream Jurassic World to me. I think I would expect to see maybe more green. That's really like the only color I think of when I think of Jurassic World. Maybe something like the Essence Don't Stop Believing palette. That feels like that would fit that theme a little bit more, but overall it's a fun collection. There is a set of brushes that comes with a holder, an eyeshadow palette. It looks like they have like one of their mascaras in limited edition packaging, a highlighter, a lip balm, a makeup sponge, a couple of other things. If it comes to Ulta, I might try the highlighter just because that does look pretty, but I mean, realistically, I'll probably end up skipping over this. It doesn't feel interesting enough for me to add to my collection. I guess there aren't a lot of new launches in this video that are really catching my eye, which is totally fine. I feel like in the past, I really searched for makeup launches that I want to buy. Like when I do these videos, I'll try to almost justify buying something rather than saying I'm skipping over the majority of launches. But realistically, if it's not really jumping out at me, like if it doesn't feel like a must-have, then it's just a pass. I feel like a lot of us feel that way these days. If it's not a super exciting launch that you just cannot wait to try and cannot wait to wear, then why add it to your collection? Because at this point, a lot of us do have a good amount of makeup. So I feel like I kind of have to look for more of a reason to purchase something, or it has to really catch my eye initially, rather than me being like, yeah, I might try it, because if that's how I feel, then I should probably just skip over it. So Dominique Cosmetics released some new complexion products. This is their Wide Awake collection. They did a concealer, a setting powder, and a beauty sponge. I feel like a lot of brands are doing concealers this year. This concealer does look interesting. It's a medium to full coverage concealer with a natural skin-like finish, and it retails for $26. I actually watched a review where someone was applying this to their skin, and it looked like the applicator was like a metal applicator. They said it was really cooling on the skin, and the product also felt cooling, really soft. It looked like it blended out beautifully. So I would be curious to try out that concealer. There's also a setting powder for $22 and then a sponge for $15. There is a set on the Dominique Cosmetics website, so you can get all three of the products for $56.70, which will save you a few dollars. But I think out of everything, the only product that I really want to try is the concealer. If you guys have picked it up and tried it out, you'll have to let me know. I know that it is a pretty new launch, so I'm sure there aren't a ton of reviews out about that yet, but I do think it looks like a nice product. It would be really pretty for everyday wear. The last few days, I've been mixing the KVD Good Apple Concealer with the new Say Beauty Concealer. I just did a video, I think it went up yesterday, where I was using both of those products together, and they look so pretty together because the Say one is very lightweight, very glowy, and the Good Apple one is more full coverage and more mattifying, so combined, I think they look really nice. So I'm pretty happy with that combination right now. But anyway, let's finish up with this. Kylie Cosmetics just launched two new eyeshadow palettes, the mauve and the bronze palettes. So these are available now on her website. They're $32 each, but you can grab both of them for $56. I actually think they look really pretty. When I first saw them, like this specific photo, okay, I just realized I never moved over for this video. I usually move over a little bit so I can put the pictures on the screen, and editing me is not going to be a fan of that because I feel like when that happens, I either have to make the photos really small or they end up like cutting off half the screen. Whatever, I'll figure it out. So when I first saw this photo, I thought they were Makeup by Mario palettes just because the packaging looks like that, the color story kind of looks like that, maybe like more of an interesting Makeup by Mario palette. And I do like Makeup by Mario eyeshadows. I think they're really nice, but they are Kylie Cosmetics palettes. I feel like her palette themes and just her branding in general is all over the place. When they were doing their lip kits and that was like their big seller, I felt like that branding was so cohesive, and when you saw something, you knew it was Kylie Cosmetics. But these days, it's kind of all over the place. Maybe like somewhat similar to ColourPop. They tend to do a lot of random things too. So I haven't tried the Kylie Cosmetics eyeshadow palette formula. $32 doesn't seem like a bad price point, but I feel like a lot of people say it's maybe somewhat similar to ColourPop's formula, which tends to be a little bit less expensive. So I don't think I'll pick these up, but I do think they're pretty. They don't seem like a typical Kylie Cosmetics release, but they do look like they would be nice, especially those shimmers. Okay, guys, that is all that I have for you today. So I guess, you know, out of everything that I talked about, there aren't a ton of products that I plan on picking up. Did I say I was going to buy anything? I think there were one or two products that caught my eye, but like I said, I did recently purchase some new drugstore makeup, and I also plan on reviewing everything I picked up from Sephora over the next week, possibly 2 weeks. At some point during May, I'll get those videos up. I'm not sure what my schedule looks like, but next week I also have an eyeshadow palette declutter coming your way. I have an empties video. I'm doing a video on like the worst makeup I've tried so far, so I have a lot of videos coming your way. I'm planning on uploading 4 times a week for the rest of May, so I hope you guys will subscribe so you don't miss those videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you very soon with a new one. Bye.